Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Jeremy, and if this is your first time here on the channel, I want to say welcome and thanks for watching. I'm going to give you guys a lot of information in this video that may help you, whether you have a Class C RV or maybe are possibly looking at purchasing a Class C RV. There are some things to know about going into this. So this is an Integra. This is a 2021 E450 coach. And this is a steam model, and I'm gonna have to say that this thing just looks amazing. I just love the colors, the blue, the gray, and the black. That's my thing. So this thing does sit really low, and as we come to the back of this, you'll know this coach is coming in at 29 feet on here, and you'll notice that the back does sit really low. And even though that it does have the taper in the back, I just went to go get it weighed, and I was about this far from dragging the whole back of this on the driveway. And I know that that's a big thing, is that when you have a coach like this and you want to get gas, a lot of gas stations, driveways, it could be even your own driveway, you run into the problem of these wanting to drag or getting so close that it's scary. And I want to show you that in the back of this, and it's going to be hard to see. Once we get the wheels off, I'll have Austin get another shot of it. But this also has the Hellwig helper springs on it, just to help get this thing even higher. So I can only imagine how low this particular RV would sit if it didn't have the helper springs in it. Now, I know a lot of you guys say, well, you could put airbags to get the back end of it up, but it's not something that airbags are intended. So when you're towing, you fill them up to maintain your ride height, not to maintain a ride height all the time, and that's really important. If you need to maintain a ride height all the time, that's where you're going to benefit from a helper spring like this, like a Hellwig. That's going to be a better alternative than an airbag for long-term lifting. Now, of course, this sits too low for even my liking. I'm not really a big fan of this. We will be doing a 6-inch lift kit on this, so I will be super excited to show you guys this thing when it's all done. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pull it into the shop, and I wanna show you that even over just a little driveway like ours, just how close this actually comes to wanting to drag part of the coach body. So let's get busy. I got all that to show you, and then at the end of this, we'll even take a tour of the inside because it is beautiful. So we have this RV pulled in the shop, and we are tearing it apart. We are about to take the stock springs out of it. Now guys, I want to show you something, because I definitely would tell you that if you need more height out of your RV because it's not sitting high enough in the rear, I would definitely recommend going with a set of Hellwig helper springs like this setup here over an airbag. Now granted, this is going to help your springs out all the time. It's not going to just be when you have your air pumped up, so you're gonna have less fluctuation in overall ride quality. This is going to do a better job getting your RV rear lifted up. However, we are going to be removing all of these components because we will doing a custom set of springs in the back of this as well. So I'll see you guys maybe when this is all done. See ya. Well, here it is, guys. Finally, the wait is over. And I have to say that this may be like the #1, like top RV. I love this thing. I just think the outside of it is beautiful. I just got done test driving it, and it drives amazing. And you know that we showed you this before and now. So here is the after. Let's talk about what we did to the front suspension, the rear suspension. We will talk about the engine because that is huge in this particular RV. And we'll show you guys all the cool stuff on the inside because we know you guys love the inside tours. So without further ado, let's jump into this thing. Now, there was no need to powder coat hubcaps. This does have the Alcoa wheels, which are just completely beautiful. If it was mine, I would still powder coat them black because I love the color in this and I think that it would look really nice. So we did do our 6-inch lift. This is pretty much what we call our Baja grocery getter kit for the RVs. What we did do on this is we are running our Fox shocks with reservoirs. That is always really nice. Now on this also has this really pretty skirting, and we like to talk about that all the time because what's going on here is that we did run our extended radius arms and we've pushed all of the suspension forward, which is always going to be a plus. And on this, since we haven't gone, or he hasn't gone to a bigger tire yet, and possibly if he does in the future, just know that you may have to do a little trimming up here in the front just to clear it on that turning radius. So as we jump underneath the front of this as well, we will see that we have the bent I-beams on there, as well as our Fox steering stabilizer. Now I know a lot of these coaches do come with a steering stabilizer, however, we really do feel that it is inadequate really overall for the coach, especially if you go to a bigger tire. I'm gonna tell you, I recommend going to that, and you know, in the overall big scheme of things, it's not that much of a big addition. We've also just used some blocks to drop down the sway bar in order to keep all the sway bar control. Now, what is also a big plus when you go to this kit, we aren't running like a heavy duty sway bar, and honestly I feel that the kit works better without the heavy duty sway bar in the front end. Now obviously that's going to be up to you and your driving, how you like your vehicle to handle, but really overall I'm a big fan of not having it. So a ton of room up here in this wheel well. I mean, this thing just looks amazing. It looks beautiful. I love it. Let's go to the back because that's really important, and I know a big problem for most of you guys with these Class C RVs. Okay. All right, so as we jump to the back of this, another set of these beautiful Alcoa wheels, and now when you really look in here, these tires just seem really small in comparison to the whole body and how much room perhaps that you just have up in here. And now as we can see all the way in here now completely, you can tell where the old leaf springs were actually hitting on this little this shield right here, which we don't want. But look at all the arc in the new set of springs. I mean, that is huge right there, and it's gonna make a big deal on how it rides. It's going to be that much better. Not to mention if you are towing, it's gonna handle that tongue weight of your trailer much better as well. So this particular set of springs, this is a 10/1 leaf pack in the back of this. I will tell you that this coach came in at about 9,830 pounds. How about that for an about number? And to finish this off in the back, we did do our Fox shocks in the back, and I will show you this because we have so much room that we're not running the bigger tires. Again, no need to run a upgraded sway bar and run a bigger sway bar in the back. You can see that in the rear. So this one actually does have the ride right. I think that came on this. It does have a bigger sway bar on the back of this, but typically you don't need it. But you can also see in here that we have relocated the sway bar mounts and lowered that down about 4 inches to compensate for the amount of lift that we've put into this. So again, it's awesome. You're going to absolutely love it. And once you do it to your RV, you're going to wish that you had done this sooner. So that's it for the outside of this thing, other than just getting some killer shots because it's beautiful. Let's go jump on the inside and check this thing out. All right, well, I think I'm just gonna hang out here while, Steve, are you driving?
Always.
Always. Steve's gonna drive, and I'm just gonna hang out here and watch TV, you know. I'm gonna recline this and put my feet up. Now guys, right now, what's really nice about this is the slide is all the way in and you still have a lot of room. And that's key because a lot of these, you put the slides in and you kind of lose the ability to use parts of your coach, and you're not losing that. And as Austin, you can see all the way down the hallway, there's a ton of room. And this RV does have 2 slides, which is gonna make it even bigger when it's all the way out. That's always a big plus. So you are gonna have your nice bed behind you. That is really great. This is also going to slide out and you can put the other cushion in there. So you're going to have a ton of room, which is, you know, easily going to sleep 2 adults. So this whole wall, so you're going to have about a 12-foot, it looks like, slide out on this, which is really going to give this main living area, you know, just a lot of room. You're also going to, this table is going to convert into a bed. So now we are sleeping 2 up front. We have a bed that's going to sleep 2 kids or maybe 1 adult. I always love this. So this one actually has an oven. You know, I don't know why. I don't even cook. So I don't know why I get all excited, but like, because I guess so many of them don't have ovens. So when they do, I'm like, oh, this is nice. You got the stainless steel microwave. I love how much room you have on here as well on this countertop, and then you're going to see that each panel is going to remove, and you're going to have 2 portions of your sink, which is always going to be nice as well. Put that all back. I don't want to get no hate comments saying I moved people's stuff. You know, my hands are actually clean today, or kind of, you know, as clean as they get. So another thing, you're going to have your full shower on one side, and then you're going to have your bathroom on the other. And when I want to get rid of you, I can just close the door and lock you out, and now I have my whole bathroom all as one going into my bedroom. Now you will notice that the bed, you still have full use of this, what looks like a queen size bed in here with the slide out in. However, when the slide out does go out, you will get all of your cabinets back. So that's kind of a downfall. Yes, you can't maybe get into your cabinets, but you know, that just comes on proper planning. You don't need to get in those while you're driving. But overall, really cool. You're gonna have 2 big cabinets. I mean, this thing is brand new, like 3,000 miles, and they came out here from Texas. So like, you know, 2,000 of it was just getting here. So this thing is just beautiful on the inside. I can't wait to hear more from them and how they are enjoying it. If I missed anything in this video, maybe we'll take him for a ride and see what, you know, maybe, I don't know, see. But anyways, that's all I got for right now. So thank you very much. I hope that you found this somewhat informative. I hope that you smash that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. It definitely helps us in the YouTube world. So I think that's all I got, guys. So I'm Jeremy from Weldtec Designs, and I'll see you in the next video.